classroom to get involved because the teacher was away for a second. And I had it. I had it. And ever since then, and she was kind of weird, y'all. Like, I stood in line with this girl one time to see if she really was as weird as people. And I'm all about weird. I love weird. But she was a little different. I was like, so what are you into? Her name was Stephanie, I think. But they called her Goat Lady, y'all, which is so fucked up. Like, why are you calling her Goat Lady? What is wrong with you people? And I was in like 6th, 7th grade at this time. But I was in school. I was in line for lunch at the cafeteria at school. Okay. And she was in front of me. And nobody ever talked to her. Okay. No, her name was Samantha Garcia, y'all. Oh, and she was Mexican too. Okay. So I had my first conversation with her. Okay. And this was before I saved her from the humiliation that he was trying to put her through in that class one day. Anyway, I was like, what are you into? And she's like, I like music. I like bands and stuff. What are you into? I'm like, oh, I like music too. That's awesome. Have you ever like been in a band, or like, what are you gonna call your band? And she looks at me weird and she's like, I was thinking like the Eyeball Balls. You know? Oh dear. I was like, oh honey, no wonder you have such a hard time here. So, and like, I was like, you know what? I'm really curious about your vision. Like, where did you get, so I was actually curious. Like, I actually wanted to know, and I knew she was definitely different. And to me, like, I was still curious though. I still held space for that. Like, but I also understood why she was getting made fun of, and it just wasn't fair though. That doesn't mean she shouldn't be herself. And like, for all you know, she's having a rough time because she's always wearing the same damn pair of jeans. It's probably because, and she's in the richest school ever, y'all. I was surrounded by rich Jewish kids, like literally, like in mansions in Illinois. And it's like, I had a really, really nice home from the age of 11 to like 14 or 15. My father was doing very well. Like the same home is going for at least 1.5 million. We had like 2 acres of land. It was like a 6-bedroom home, 6 bathrooms. So I was very blessed. And then I've also lived on the very poor side of things. So I was prepared to have walked both walks of life. Poor as fuck, dark, traumatized, healed, rich, like, blessed, all of it. So from an early age, like, I would recognize like the parts of humanity that made me sad. But I also had a sense of humor, and I also understood like humor, but people were using their humor in a damaging way in this story. And like, don't be the person that chimes in, y'all. Don't be the person that is just jaded and miserable as fuck and mean like everybody else is. No. Be the one that stands out, even if it makes you like feel weird or embarrassed, or all eyes are on you and you're the one that's not being fun. Oh well. Stop reading her diary. What is wrong with you? You're such an asshole. And they're like, oh, okay, well, why don't you miss more days of school? And I'm like, dude, I wish I could. Like, what's up, Emma? So yeah, rant over. The point is this person got into an accident. She found art. She ended up being one of the most iconic artists. Okay, she painted murals, specifically catered to like Mexican art. She also lived a very open, polyamorous lifestyle, and she swings both ways. And she lived she was in pain like most of her life, y'all. But she used that pain to create healing for others, to create healing for herself, to make something beautiful. And you can't do that unless you explore your unique expression, explore your skills, cultivate them. Use your energy for something good. Like all that rebellious, impulsive, destructive shit, turn it into creativity somehow. Make something of it. There's enough people burning the world up. Okay, there's enough matches being lit. So, that's the message. All right, so bless this woman for her enduring power and presence in both the creative and revolutionary realms of our world. Hell yeah, Frida. Frida is no longer here with us, but her art is still very celebrated. Okay. So let's see, y'all. We are we're gonna do our last message here with the tarot to end this Leo read. I do know that my battery is getting low. If I disconnect out of nowhere, I will sign back on to finish off the reading with my other phone, okay? But follow me just in case if you are resonating. All right, defend myself, then became bad, shake my head. Yeah, I know, people will shame you for like having boundaries. And I don't care anymore because psychology says that I'm the one that's making the right choices. I'm going to go by what a whole bunch of thousands and thousands of hours of professionals and studies support, not what somebody else thinks, okay? And if I realize that I'm doing something that could be improved or changed, I'm going to be able to do that without you shaming me and telling me that you're changing and like you're not even you anymore. Okay, thank goodness. I'm a better me. You know what I mean? Thanks for noticing. I'm glad that I'm not the old me anymore. Thank you. Thank you. I take that as a compliment. Like, okay, Eight of Swords. Yeah, somebody's been trapped. And we got they've been avoiding an ego death, or they've been avoiding the truth. They've been avoiding something built on lies and ego here. They've been spiritually bankrupt. Let that tower blow up, baddie. Get the fuck out of this headspace. Let that shit blow up. Stop people pleasing. Work your way out. Work your way out of the cold and believe you can do it. Because there's somebody in this world who will thank you for your energy later. That needs you. That loves you. You just haven't met them yet. Because you're not in alignment yet. You gotta face this tower and you're gonna be rewarded. I promise you. There's blessings that come with living your truth. There's blessings that come with turning from a dark person to a hopeful one. I promise you, I am living proof. There are actual, tangible blessings. Okay? Holy Spirit, holy angels, archangels, ancestors, and the Most High. Aries, Scorpio energy coming out here. I'm calling on you to channel your ancient wisdom, your guiding light, your strength, your clarity with intention towards our blessed North nodes, specifically for Leo, now through November, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node. Clear, concise, and precise. I will interpret these messages from the heart, from the soul. Any negative energy interference, please return to the sender. And on behalf of the collective and myself, we love you, we thank you, and we trust you. This is going to take somebody leaving the homeland, becoming independent. Yeah, and some people are not going to be happy about it, and you're going to notice. You're going to see. There's somebody that might have noticed that you're unhappy, something's wrong, that you... And maybe you're about to step into your Emperor energy or your Empress energy, and you know that some people are not going to react well to you working on yourself. They're not your people then. Or they're going to have to jump on the bandwagon eventually and accommodate. Because they can't shame you forever for being a better person. Yeah, this is about new beginnings. Look, new beginnings. Heavy on the Aries. This is about taking action. Okay? So what are we reading on? It's about expression, y'all. I'm telling you. Somebody's got to get out of a self-limiting... Look at this. Eight of Swords. Again, different deck. Eight of Swords. This is about liberating yourself. Somebody is in, like... like they can't... They're stuck. They are trapped in their mind. Somebody is in, like... like they can't... They're stuck. They are trapped in their mind and their... Okay, we're back, y'all. We still have 10%. And somebody saw that. Somebody realized that. They paid attention, and they pointed it out, and now somebody feels defeated. Instead of feeling defeated, feel empowered that God sent you an angel to give you the message. It's a gift, not a curse, unless you make it so. Okay? Somebody's trapped. Why? What is the big issue here? The problem is... Somebody didn't listen to their better judgment regarding some kind of unconditional love or sincere friend or old friend or memory or something from their childhood. Yeah, there was heavy gaslighting or manipulation here. Somebody they were disingenuous, they were arrogant, they were avoiding their problems. They didn't give somebody what they deserved. They didn't give back what was deserved. And there's a Queen of Cups in reverse, a feminine. It could be a water sign maybe, or a mother that is very cowardly when it comes to truly, maybe somebody has a mother wound because their mother was manipulative and gaslit a lot and was emotionally unbalanced or weaponized emotions. Or maybe they used their child as a therapist, like a shoulder to lean on when they were too young and they shouldn't have been dealing with their mother's emotional problems. This could be about emotional incest, or this could be about just the fact that they had an emotional, like a feminine energy that was extremely manipulative and unfair emotionally or unbalanced, fostering trauma bonds or smothering or overly sensualized, or something was off about the emotions though. Somebody hesitated on unconditional love is the problem, and now they're trapped. They don't know what to do. But this is about answering the call of the universe. What is the fear here? Yeah, Spirit wants you to make plans. Making plans is a fear, or what's the fear here? Destiny. Or Sagittarius. Or like improvement. So somebody's afraid of improvement. Somebody's afraid of what's fated for somebody, or like good fortune, good karma, change. They're in a nightmare over change. They're in a they're scared about improvement. They're scared about karma. Okay, so somebody is truly afraid about karma here. So alchemize some of it, hon. Face this tower. You can shave off so much of that karma by doing just that. Yeah, you'll have a whole new beginning here with good karma. Okay. Somebody misjudged somebody because of their childhood is the problem, or somebody isn't wanting to remember something about their childhood. Or somebody had a mother wound, a mother that just wasn't right emotionally in their childhood. They don't, it's like they feel outshined or something, or there's some kind of missed opportunity. Somebody feels like they missed the opportunity to be an emperor or an empress. No, you didn't. Put the work in, invest, get out of your shell. Yeah, look, there's a Queen of Pentacles that turned into an Empress. You can do it too. Put this burden down. Oh my goodness. Deep down. Yeah, there's love here. Break from this toxicity and lead with love. Self-love especially. You are worthy. Put these addictions down. Put this toxicity down. This limiting belief, this obsession, this dependency. This emotional dependency, or this, whatever this is, this no follow through, this abandonment wound, or whatever this is, put it down. This is a time for new emotions. This is a time for first love. Maybe somebody here, deep down, they want to break away from what's toxic, and they want this love here, but they feel like they screwed it up maybe, or... Yeah, put that burden down and just apologize for this conflict. I mean, yeah. Instead, somebody's putting down the burden of being an emperor. Why? In the past? Yeah, in the past, okay, there was a child here, or there was warmth, there was love. This is true love, y'all. This is like real. And we got the Six of Cups. I mean, you can't get any more loving, truly, than this energy right here. This is like a blessing. This is so precious here. maybe somebody's just scared. They feel like they missed the boat. They feel like they missed this opportunity. No, hon. It's not. Just do it. Do what you need to do. Get out of this cage. That's yes. Pay attention. There's some kind of community. In the past, somebody was paying attention to you emotionally because they fucking love you so much. Like, oh my God, this is like somebody who loves you so much that like it probably broke them to see this devil energy and not be able to help you. And now you're just trapped. Somebody had emotional intelligence in the past. And there's a father figure here that's caught in something. They couldn't get away with doing something, or they couldn't get away with pretending to be an emperor, or yeah, somebody's been disillusioned and it's a nightmare. So somebody's been seen and they feel like, why is it somebody feels ashamed, they feel sad, they feel scared, they feel, what do they feel? What's going on? They feel selfish. They feel corrupt. They feel like a cheater, a liar. They feel left behind by somebody that they truly loved, or like they left behind the only person that really loved them out in the cold, and they don't know why they did this. They don't know why they did this. It's because there's some kind of new perspective that you need, or some kind of sacrifice that you have to make, a burden that you have to put down. There's a reason why you're so guarded. There's a reason here. Somebody was caught trying to steal something here. Somebody made a big mistake here, and that's okay. But only if you you validate. Okay, but basically, it's time to do what needs to be done here. All right. In the near future. There's unwanted attention. It's failure. It's a loss, a victory. It's the other opponent wins type energy, if there was one. It's a fall from grace. It's embarrassing for somebody, but that's the first step, is accepting that you did something wrong, or somebody in your energy did, and it stems from maybe a water sign or a Gemini. In the reverse, somebody here that has illogical consideration, somebody that is deceiving, like encourages unnecessary sacrifices, is conceited and arrogant and self-indulgent and over-exaggerated sensuality, unbalanced emotional energy, manipulative, somebody that weaponizes emotions, okay? So I don't know if this is a lover in the past, a mother, or what have you. Yeah, lover, confirmation, Gemini again. Okay. So, this has affected somebody's ability to put their energy into true love here. To be happy. They can only, somebody here makes really unwise decisions and casts illusions, and they're not authentic. They're disingenuous and selfish and arrogant when it comes to other people's happiness and things being illuminated. But there's somebody here that truly loves somebody here, and really paid it. And the reason you can tell is they paid attention to the emotional part because they cared about it. That's why they could see. This could be maybe a soulmate connection or a twin connection, but the masculine energy is off and unbalanced in the environment. Somebody has these feelings, but they're receiving disturbing news that somebody's heading towards peace and they're leaving. And they're sad. They feel destroyed. Oh no. Okay, do something. Do something about it. Somebody's refusing to change. They're refusing to sacrifice something, or they're refusing to learn some kind of a lesson. They're resisting some kind of change. Scorpio, Pisces energy. Yeah, it's misfortune. It's gonna keep. It's because somebody's not getting their wish, or there's fear here. It's gonna affect your health. Somebody has to let go, or they have to... Somebody has to let go of a Queen of Cups in reverse. That's what this is. Yeah. Okay. So whoever that is, a lover, they have to let go of that lover. They're a curse. They're a walking curse because they're not healed. So you being around that energy is going to curse yourself. You're going to receive all their bad karma. You're going to be cursed too. You're never going to grow. Spirit wants you to make plans to tell somebody how you really feel, Leo. You might have to travel. Somebody could be at a distance here. Because you can't hold back this Queen of Pentacles. You just can't. And then in the outcome here. Somebody's guarded because somebody has waited so long, and they're going to be guarded against change. But you need to let go of this... but they're going to either... Okay. You have to either fight for yourself, or you got to let go. You can't have... There's no world in which you can have both. There is a sacrifice that's going to be made here. Follow your heart. Because one road leads to so many blessings and healing. The other road leads to curses and self-destruction. What did I just say? This is destruction. Literally just cut the deck. Leaving something unresolved here is complete destruction. It's going to end in just catastrophe. Yeah, somebody didn't give somebody what they deserve because they're unhappy inside, they're unhealed, they're abusive. And it's going to curse your money. Okay. Misfortune for a father energy. Somebody's going to be defeated going in the direction that they're going. Their heart chakra's blocked off. They're not shining their light. They're going to be defeated. You please see this message. Yeah. This person has spoken about a reconciliation, purifying your energy. But this is stressing somebody out because somebody's leaving away because they're strong enough to leave them. Okay, so this is what this is. I get it. Somebody has a fear because of their emotionally manipulative ex-lover or mother or something like this, that anybody who really loves themselves will always end up abandoning them. But you have a completely skewed version of loving self. That Queen of Cups in reverse, just because she was selfish and arrogant and conceited, that wasn't self-love. That was insecurity. And you're basing it on that person's behavior and projecting it onto a Queen of Swords? Hell no, that doesn't even make sense. This person loves themselves. They're in the upright. Queen of Cups in the reverse is in the reverse. Coming out with the devil and like all this other shit. Yeah, it could be like a mother figure because Chariot is Cancer. Somebody giving their power away to an earth angel is what's justice deemed by the universe, because this is one of the only people that are going to open your eyes, your third eye, your heart chakra, and they're not going to hurt you. And you're going to feel scared. You're going to want to run away, sabotage it, self-destruct, hide. But it's not the time to. Because that person, all they want to do is protect you. All they want to do is show you the potential that they see in you and help you get there and align you. And it's like you're missing your boat here. You got to say something. This is nothing like the Queen of Cups in the reverse. They are completely different breeds. Like, Earth, what did I just say? Earth Angel. And they're successful, and they're sharp and intelligent, and they can communicate in a healthy way. And they're honest, and they have healthy boundaries, and they actually love themselves. They're not attention seeking in the way this Queen of Cups in the reverse is. They don't abandon people. Like, somebody's gonna get sick over this shit. Literally. Somebody's like haunted and they want to restore something, but they're so scared to. And it's like, they keep betraying themselves, betraying everybody, becoming more and more neurotic, storing stuff in their nervous system that has needed a release for a long time. It's like, you need to just take a leap of faith. You need to just trust. You need to sacrifice something, see something from a different perspective, and make some kind of communication. Good news will come from this, is what Spirit is telling me. Yeah. Otherwise, if you're not open-minded, you are going to be stuck in this headspace for a very long time. Yeah, wow. Somebody leveled up from a Queen of Pentacles to the Empress. And they were a Queen of Wands. Or they thought they were just a Queen of Wands. Just an attention-seeking, attractive feminine. They're way more than that. That's why there's so many contradictions in this breakup. Or like, yeah. It's like, somebody set a boundary and they were fighting for themselves. They were loving themselves. That was actual self-love. But somebody needs a new perspective about that because they took it as something else. What did they take it as? What did they perceive somebody fighting for themselves as? Like, what fear was triggered, or what did they think that meant? Because there was actually self-love. Like, that's actual self-love. Feelings. It made them it made them feel like they were holding their feelings back from them. No, that's not what it is. That doesn't mean that they stopped loving you, that they were going to hold their feelings back from them. No, they were just trying to connect with your feelings. They were trying to have healthy boundaries and prevent stuff from seeping in that would ruin something. And they weren't fighting you. You weren't the enemy. It was something around you, or there was something unhealed within you. You're supposed to be on the same team. Boundaries don't mean that all of a sudden your person's now against you. No. It means you're not seeing something correctly here. Yeah, they think that you're going to... Oh, wow. Okay. So, I'm getting what's happening here. Somebody here grew up, or they were around a relationship where the feminine would purposely weaponize emotions and, as a punishment, hold their feelings back. Or hold back affection. That's not what this was. That's not what this was. And like, it's supposed to be a collaboration. Like, you have a lot to learn, and what happened is the divine sent you somebody that can teach you these things, and it's safe with them. Like, it's an actual safe person that cares about you. But you have to trust that, and you have to be open to things that you don't know yet. You don't know everything. I promise you don't, especially not emotionally. You've had role models that weren't role models emotionally as feminines around you. So, you got it all wrong here, Leo. Or somebody does about you. Aries or Scorpio could be significant. So, I hope this reaches the right person. There's a lot to learn here, and the quicker that you can be open to that, and it looks like God sent you an angel or something, to show you the way quicker, because they've already been through the dark. They're connected to source. They're a balanced mother energy. feminine energy, and that is very valuable. Very. For everyone, for you, for them, for all the whole world. And everything you've learned, there's so much about the connection with the mother energy and the connection with the feminine that needs to be like deconstructed and unconditioned, because something is off here. Something is completely wrong. You have the wrong perspective here. So it'd be better to at least be open to at least communicate and hearing the other person's side, opening up a little, than it would to be stuck in an 8 of Swords, playing victim, wanting to off yourself potentially, because you never get to meet another person like that actually cares about your emotions. They care deeply about your emotions. That's why they've noticed things that other people don't. And that's why they knew to protect themselves too, because something, either a connection you were bringing around you or the way that you were treating them was not a good thing. It was a threat. They felt unsafe. That doesn't mean they don't love you anymore. That doesn't mean they're going to run away if you like are open to hearing why they feel that way, and you work with them. It's not going to end up with you having to sacrifice everything. You guys could probably fulfill each other entirely if there was communication. But somebody here is very guarded and shallow and selfish, and doesn't know everything, but probably thinks that they do. So that's your message, Leo, for November. Okay. Yeah. Let me read some of your comments, y'all. 1 second. Scorpion, it was great. 444, hell yeah. All about themselves, wow. Yeah, that's still the Leo reading. Readings have been going a little long lately, y'all. But this was definitely a big message for somebody. Yeah. All right, guys. So at this time, because my phone is a little bit low, I might have time for like one more mini read if somebody wants one. I can answer a few questions at this time. Don't worry if you missed any of the reads, or I can finish it off with a quick energy check. Let me know. This is my information in case anybody wants one. The energy's hot today. So we're getting like really direct messages. So if you have thought about getting a reading with me, today would be a great day to do it, or tomorrow, because my crystals are charged from the supermoon. So it's coming out in the messages for sure. Very passionately. All right, guys, let me just clear this up real quick. Energy check? Okay, let's do one more quick energy check here. All right, and then I have to get off because my dogs are moving around, and we have been on here for a little bit. I enjoyed doing this with you guys, and I normally don't share that much about me, but I feel like it was necessary. I feel like somebody needs to hear these things, because sometimes knowing that like somebody else, like that you're not alone in some kind of way, that you know, other people have been through shit too, and they did it anyway, and they were scared too, and they still did it. It's like, it helps, you know, like you're not so alone in it. Everybody's story is different, but it's like, that's what this community is about. You know, we strengthen each other. Sometimes it takes a village, and it definitely takes opening up, but not to just anyone, to the right people. That's the mistake that people make, and then they're guarded forever after that. They open up to the wrong people, but it looks like from what I read on, that you have somebody here that really, really knows quite a bit. They pay attention to emotions. They're an empath or something, or they can help you a bit. You just have to believe that and take a leap of faith, it looks like. And please do.